Okay, so the next part, of course, of the pre-shading would be the black on red. Since I can't do red on red, it won't show through, but a black on red would probably be better. I'm using the gloss black base from Alclad 2 to do this. I was not going to use it, but I said to myself, I gotta finish this bottle either way. You can see that. Sorry for the reddish tin. I don't know why it's doing that. Maybe do an offset of maybe putting a white one. No, that doesn't work that way. Don't worry. You guys understand what I'm doing. Alright, so let's do this. It's going to be a bit tough with this one because I may have to remove this part so I can paint the inside of that. I am not going to use the sticker. Think of that. I got the legs. Sorry, the feet. Some parts, like this V-fin, which is of course of the custom head, I'm going to paint it all black because I'm going to use the Alclad 2 paint on this. Putting in the other chrome silver would have been a good idea, but it will definitely shine if I gloss this up pretty good. So when I apply the chrome color on this, or the maybe aluminum, it'll shine nicely. I did that actually on the thruster parts here. I decided to do that. I did that. Let me do something differently, and we'll try this one right here. This is part of the shield. it. There's others for me to do, but the last thing I'm going to do right here to show you guys is this is the sword. Like I did with the other parts that I painted a gloss black to use the Alclad to paint. I'm going to do the same thing here on the blades. I could easily covered up the other side of this with masking tape, but then I'm going to say to myself, I'm going to have to do this twice. So I'm just going to do once one way, gloss it up of course and whatever, then top coat it, then cover it up with tape, and then paint the other side. But first I'm going to do this. You'll notice some points of this where it just dips down a bit. That could be I can probably fix that, but you've seen real swords that has that little weird bevel, or like when the sword is sanded down or it's made and during the process has that weird weird features on it. I'm going to leave it the way it is, and obviously when I apply the chrome, it'll probably look a lot better. Look at that. That's pretty nice. Last thing I'm going to do is this one, which is actually the other wings. Okay. Well, I got a lot more parts to do. Let me continue on, and then we'll move on to the next stage of the painting. Okay, pre-shading is done. Now we're going to start covering parts. So I'm going to begin with the white parts, which I've already painted the red pre-shading. This time I'm going to use a bottle that I'm almost done with, and that's Cool White GX1 from Mr. Color. Give it one coat. then I'll get to it again. If you guys can see it through the light, it's kind of hard, so I'm very sorry. Let's try this little guy right here. So here's what it looks like before. And here's what it looks like after. Again, I don't know if you guys can see the hidden pre-shading of the red. Obviously the paint is wet, so once it dries out, it may show off more. Let's try another one here. Some parts I'm going to have to mask off and paint off separately, like here, the slip thruster part here. Now there is one part that I wanted to do set right here, and this one I masked off because this is the shoulder, which I already painted the pre-shading of red for the inside parts, but the outside has to be normal red. So takes care of that. This actually goes on top of the shoulder. That's good. Okay, yes, let's do this. The heads. Now this is the head that comes with the kit. There we go. But I've also pre-shaded this one black, and since this is going to be white again, I'm not going to paint this red, so this one is the one with custom head. And then I'm going to do this to give it the pre-shading of the black as well. Later on I'm going to take it apart so I can paint the eyes as well. That's good. Alright, so let me continue on. I got a lot of parts here to do, and then we'll move on to the next color.